So I've been looking for this clip. Y'all had saw the whole thing with the lady put her hands on the pro-life, the lady who was, for pro-life, sports Trump, and this other lady, they show these little clips that showing her hitting her, but I wanted to see like the whole interview she did up to the event. So let's watch this and let's look at these crazies that can't control their temper. So let's watch this whole thing.
Okay.
And then we're gonna look at why she claims she did this. Mm-hmm. Lack of self-control is what that is.
Yeah.
You went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Oh my.
You have a channel?
Yeah, we're doing some interviews
Look,
today.
she came over there so sweet too at first.
Thank you. Such a good vibe.
Of course.
Well, awesome. So we're asking people's opinion today on Planned Parenthood. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what they provide?
Yes. Abortions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Safe abortions.
Okay.
Safe
Yeah.
abortion. You
Do
already
you
know she stood.
any other services that they provide?
I know, like, to teens, if you're under 18, you could get like birth control, condoms, counseling. They offer a lot of, beneficial things that the youth really should use right now.
Okay. So you have a pretty positive view of Planned Parenthood.
I mean, majority. I don't know. Is this like a yes or no? Am I wrong?
It's your opinion.
But yeah, that is definitely my opinion. I feel like, especially as teens, people get caught up in things that they really don't want to commit to for their entire lives. So if you get caught up with the wrong guy, you think you're in love, and then boop, now you stuck. Not stuck, but you're stuck with a baby for the rest of this time, literally the rest of their lives and your life, if you're that kind of mother, because some women just don't have it in them and they abandon them and abuse them and all kind of shit. And it's like, girl, just get rid of it if you know you're gonna do that.
Get rid of them. Why not just give them to another family? That's good.
No, but exactly, even that, and that's another option that Planned Parenthood offers. So it's like, if you know that you are not the being who can provide for this child, then there are alternative options out there for you. So I definitely understand why people do abort children. Don't have babies that you don't want. Don't have babies that men are telling you in front of your face that they do not want. I wish them would stop doing that. Like it's like a plan to.
Why don't they just stop having sex with people they don't want to have a child with?
That too. To me, it's always pro-choice, your body, your life, because that baby is gonna be a baby.
It's a baby.
Yeah, and you're gonna have that baby
person.
forever. So yeah.
Well, do you know that Planned Parenthood gets nearly $700 million of our taxpayer money every year?
$700 million. I mean, honestly, I can't go against Planned Parenthood. I just can't. $700 million for how many single mothers?
Of our money. But they're not giving it to single mothers, though. Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna just, single out where it is that our tax dollars go, then the police, respectfully.
So it's really interesting because since 2010, prenatal care has been down for 80% since 2010 at Planned Parenthood. Adoption referrals. So this is why this is research straight from their yearly report of 2022 to 2023, I believe it is. And so they're a 501c3. They have to tell us what they do every single year. So this is straight.
Which should be any union corporation. If we are paying tax dollars towards you, I need to know that you are doing the job and doing it correctly.
Right. But let me continue to tell you. So the STI testing and treatment down 15% since 2019. Client numbers down overall 34% since 2006.
Nobody has insurance. I don't have insurance.
Donors down 21%. Contraceptives down 44%. Breast screenings, manual breast exams down over 80%. And you mentioned adoption. They commit 228 abortions for every one adoption referral. So why?
This is your typical Black Lives Matter. I support everything. F the police, defund the police. Abortions are good. This is 100% this woman right here in New York. That's what it looks like, New York.
Yeah.
Why are they getting so much more money yet all of their services are going down?
The services are going down because people are afraid. Women.
What are they afraid of?
Women don't know. They don't know what they're exposing their bodies to. A lot of people, especially behind abortion, there's a stigma.
But their abortions are going up. So they used to have this slogan where they said safe, legal, and rare. That's what we want. Safe, legal, and rare abortions, until it was exposed that a lot of these facilities were requiring abortion quotas. So the more abortions each facility did, the more like praise that they would get. They would get awards. And so it's really interesting. That doesn't really make it seem like they want safe, legal, and rare abortions.
How many people can you think, or are you going to assume, would literally abandon their children with no repercussions from the state?
No, it's called safe haven baby boxes, where at a fire station or hospital, you can leave your baby and the mother doesn't have to do anything with it.
Wow.
That's better than killing her baby through abortion, right?
No, ma'am.
It's not better to give your baby up to a family who wants them instead of killing them?
No, ma'am. I have seen so many stories and countless, literally, like countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally suck the life out of you. They're going to take the whole baby out. And as they...
Look at the demeanor. That spirit, that demonic spirit, that spirit is riled up. You know why? It's a high possibility this woman has had multiple herself acting like that, and she's getting offended. But that spirit don't like that. Don't be questioning killing babies.
Should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC for women.
You should be a taxpayer paying for abortions?
Exactly. But as for a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you.
It's her personal situation.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them.
You can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care?
Why not?
Whoa.
Why not? If that's the case.
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted?
Who's going to take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
So we should kill the victims of molestation.
I think... What does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
It is. Who are you, Nancy?
I sound dumb.
You sound dumb as
okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Oh my God.
And she hit her with the phone.
What's wrong with you? Absolutely not.
Wow.
She would not have walked away like that. She just would not have walked away.
Oh my God.
She just would not have walked away. Was there a police on the bike?
Wow.
That was absolutely no way. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It would not have been.
That's.
Yeah. You should be on her back right now. I'm sorry. You should be on her back.
I'm sorry. See,
you should be on her back right now.
Listen, this dude just chased her down to say something. I'm sorry. If it had been you, I'm sorry. I don't believe put my hand on a woman, but you laying on the ground, I'm about to bop your head. And anybody want to come on and fight, we can all scrap.
It just would not have been.
She attacked my wife.
Your wife just attacked me.
Oh my gosh.
Why you feeling?
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
He just walked off and let her go on about her way.
Don't worry.
What these other people gonna do?
In the face. We were just doing a street interview with my camera, and everything was fine for over 20 minutes or however long we were filming, and then she just punched me in the face.
Absolutely not.
Oh my God.
No, thank you, and no, thank you.
No, I would have. No, I'm sorry. Woman or not, you would have to get chased down. It wouldn't have been just you hit my wife.
I mean, you got to pick and choose your battles, and that's one battle that I would have.
I wouldn't have let slide.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have let that slide.
I could not have done that.
So
I'm just glad. I was just thinking about she wears glasses, and I'm just glad that the glass did not break and damage her eye. She wasn't trying to walk away.
Left battered,
she wasn't running.
bruised simply for asking questions and
she
being
had
an
time to get
advocate
up.
for the unborn. Here to talk about what led to the attack and how she's doing now is the woman who always stands up for her beliefs only to be attacked for it. That's what the left does, folks.
Oh, so this the girl that got attacked.
Right.
I was hoping that it was the attacker that said, I'm going to go up here and be interviewed.
Yeah, let's hear
because they hate it when they're wrong. Please welcome Savannah Craven Anteo, YouTuber and pro-life activist. Savannah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So I actually saw reading the New York Post, and that woman that attacked you gave an interview to them, and she said that she was provoked. I watched the whole video. You were simply asking her a question. That girl's from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. She does not represent us. What goes through your mind when you receive so much hatred to the point where you're physically assaulted simply because you are advocating for the rights of the unborn?
Yes, well, this is not a surprise. Since the fall of Roe v. Wade, we have seen an increase in violence toward pro-life activists, people that just don't want babies to die in the womb. It is absolutely insane that there are people among us walking outside on the streets, but abortion is violence, therefore it creates violence.
So did you see it coming? Because you said initially in the video that she complimented you on your outfit, which you were wearing a beautiful dress there. You're wearing another beautiful one now. And then all of a sudden, this woman punches you in the face. She left you battered and bruised. Did you see it coming? Horrible. Has this ever happened to you before?
I have been spat on and, of course, cussed out. I mean, that just kind of comes with how divisive this issue is in our country. But I never expected her to lay a hand on me. There was no obvious buildup to this, and many people will say they're from the Bronx. They say you should have seen it coming. No. But honestly, it was a straight, like a light switch went off. She just was totally normal, had good vibes when she first came up, and then boom, right in the face.
You clearly must have hit a nerve. I was a reporter for 15 years out on the streets of New York City, and never did anyone, and I asked tough questions, and no one ever assaulted me, thank God. But I have been cursed out.
But you and I'm talking pro-life.
What do you think it was that really set her off?
Yes, well, I believe that this woman has been hurt by abortion, like so many people have, and it's a shame. You know, she has a deep-rooted hatred for a different opinion. She has a lot of pain inside of her, I believe, and honestly, what we can just do is pray for her and hope for justice.
Right, the Bible says pray for you.
Girl,
I mean,
child,
I think
please.
It's a few passages and
after
not
I
the
tag
straight
you
terms,
up a little
pray
bit,
for your enemy, right?
Then I'll pray for you.
Do you think she needs God in her life? Because it seems pretty demonic for her to do something like that.
Yeah, but the woman, absolutely demonic. The woman said it's okay to have abortions. It's okay to take out foster children. It's okay to it's F the police. I'm like, this is all
I don't condone
the
that.
whole
I don't condone
Kamala
that
Harris. This is a whole Kamala Harris campaign manager right here.
I don't condone you allowing yourself to get punched in the face by somebody that's just simply walk. I don't condone that at all. No. Saul before he was Paul. Okay. No, thank you.
Here you are just asking a very logical question, talking about the unborn, which we know that it's life. Life begins at conception. We see that heart beating. I'm a mother myself, and to come out, we're seeing. I'm comparing what she did to you, kind of in a way, to what we're seeing with the Tesla terrorists around the country. They're torching cars. They want to punch and attack. We saw what happened during the Summer of Love, the BLM riots. Why is the left so prone to hatred? We don't like something, we just don't buy it. We just ignore it. We move on. We say we want to pray for you. Why is the left, they go from victim to villain like that?
It's no middle.
It's crazy. The party of science doesn't want to follow the science. They don't want to agree that life begins at the moment of conception and that reality can be up to you to create your own reality and that there's no real facts in life. And that was a good point. You know, when we wanted to stop buying Bud Light and stop supporting them, we just simply stopped buying Bud Light. But now that conservatives don't like Teslas, or excuse me, that liberals don't like Teslas, they're going and destroying them out on the streets, lighting people's property on fire and turning to violence. And violence is never the answer. That's something that even a 3-year-old child would know.
It's not.
We contacted the New York City Police Department. They said they could not confirm the attack. I saw in some of the video there you had a police officer on the scene. What's
That's what I
next?
thought.
Are you going to file
That's what I
charges?
thought.
Has she been arrested?
It's all in the works. I'm hoping that an arrest happens very soon because she's been
say.
showing herself on social media. She had a very weak fake apology that she put up saying that the reason that she attacked me was because I provoked her.
How?
Doesn't matter what I said to her. There's no reason to ever resort to violence and put your hands on someone. You can always just walk away.
Real quick, will you continue doing your advocacy for the unborn? Are you afraid?
Absolutely. I'm not afraid. I'm definitely going to be going out there with some strong men now, but I have to
Self-defense,
continue
girl.
to show the reality of so much of what's happened to the left. They've just been corrupted, and make sure that they never win another election. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Savannah Craven Anteo, thank you for all that you do, and God bless you, and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Listen.
Oh.
Next. This girl, they need to start having these microphones that have a little taser on the back of them. So listen. So you like, you want to get froggy on me? Interview in your neck.
Self-defense. I always, feel for the preachers who go on the street and they're preaching the word, and those people that walk by, non-believers, atheists, whoever, and the spirit is riled up.
Yeah.
In such a bad way. And now they are in their faces. They spit on them. They, may attempt to throw punches. Even if you have somebody, you still need to be able to defend yourself. And I stand on that all day.
100%.
And it doesn't have to be a weapon. It doesn't have to be a gun. It doesn't have to be a knife. That force was hands, and she could have used the same type of force with her hands. Let her know, absolutely not. That's unacceptable. You don't do that. But she should. Lock her up. Lock her up. But I think they need self-defense. You need to learn some self-defense training. All those people that do that.
Not everybody's husband would have ran down there and just confronted you. Some husband would have dealt with you.
Absolutely not. Well, I've seen it. I've seen a couple of guys stand up for their wife, and on the lady. That's your fault for being stupid.
That's right. You get into the works of talking about God's business. Satan doesn't like it at all. He wants stuff to stay the same. He likes the destruction. And if anybody, that's all his 1-2 step is. Once you go against his destruction, harm, hurt, pain, inflict pain. That's the devil.
Yeah. Well, I hope that these people who go out and have, the calling to do this in the street, practices, preaching, spreading the word, that they will take some self-defense so they can at least defend themselves if someone wants to, come at them with fists and punches and stuff. And even if someone has a weapon, they can still, with proper self-defense training, they can disarm a person or maybe, knock it out of their hand or something like that, because I definitely don't advocate violence.
No.
However, I do advocate self-defense.
All right, y'all. On that note, man, y'all smash that like button. We'll see you on the next one.